Hi Virgo. This is a energy reading, energy forecast for your next 2 weeks. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Okay. Being able to know where you stand versus where you want to go has been kind of tricky for you. You've been in this phase of figuring out what you want to do versus what you logically think you should do versus what you feel versus what other people are telling you. And it's not even that you have so many options, it's just that every time you get closer to making that step, you second guess yourself, or someone pops up, or something arises to where you have to reevaluate. And even reevaluating can seem like, am I doing the right thing for reevaluating? Am I overthinking it? Should I just be doing? There's a lot. There's a lot that you've been feeling, Virgo, and you already naturally have that ability to do that. So for you to be kind of in overdrive, honestly, I think it has stopped you from being as active as you would like to be, like physically getting things done. It's dealing with this news that you've been dealing with a person in your emotional life, or just your spirituality. So either you're the person or there's another person that you've been trying to figure out, or you've been trying to figure out which way to go. This information that you keep getting, you're like, what am I supposed to do with it? Am I supposed to do something about it? Am I supposed to ignore it? There's just so much thinking and not enough action. But for some reason, I feel like that's okay. Now, you're at this Eight of Cups. So you're leaving something behind. You're walking away from where you were, a cycle, and going into a new one. Now, the Eight of Cups is always you're walking towards something better. But sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't feel like it. It almost feels like you're walking away from a piece of yourself. And usually it is, but it's a version of your old self that you're walking away from. Definitely not an easy thing to sit with and deal with, especially if you're dealing with it on your own. The High Priestess, yeah. So you're the only one who probably really knows what you're going through. I think you're being very quiet about it on purpose. I believe that a lot of what you're going through is a part of the process of you evolving. And as cheesy as that sounds, it's true. I think that you're walking away from your old self to become your new self, Virgo. And I just got the chills when I said that. You are a person that likes to have the details, have the facts, have things in order. And at this moment in your life, you are literally walking with your eyes closed and feeling out what you think is the best thing to do and listening to spirit. And that's not an easy thing to do, but you're doing it. So I commend you for that. But just know that the way that you're walking towards is good. The Eight of Cups doesn't always feel good, but it is good what you're doing, because you're moving towards something greater than yourself. You're moving towards a better version of yourself, Virgo. We have the Six of Pentacles here, so there's a gift attached to this. So this gift can be a really balanced relationship, or it could be a physical gift, whether it's something you buy for yourself that you really deserve or something that someone gives you. The point is, you're receiving because you're open to getting more. This whole dynamic of you walking away and going towards something different is so that you can receive more. And I think the beauty in that is that you're not only receiving more, but you're understanding what you need to put in to have whatever that substance is that you're craving, Virgo, and that you are evolving into. There's a deep understanding of, I know what I want, but I also know what it takes to have that. And that's a deep that's deep, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that only you can really understand for yourself. That's you setting your own boundaries. That's you, you know, not listening to what everyone else has to say. That's you walking to the beat of your own drum sometimes. That's you failing sometimes. Like, there's a lot that goes with that, but I think you're ready for it. The High Priestess, it's not even something I can explain to you. It's just something that you can feel, and it's something that is guiding you towards your destiny. And I think that that's something to be really proud of within yourself, because you have to be ready for that. The Fool. So you are embarking on a new journey, Virgo, and I think a lot of you know this already. This is something that a lot of people around you may not have done. You may be the first in your family. You may be just new to it yourself, you know. You could be going through a stage of life that everyone in life has gone through, but it's your turn to do it. And so you're feeling the jitters. You're feeling fresh. You're probably feeling excited, but there is a little bit of concern, obviously. Um, but the Fool is great because the Fool means you're stepping into new territory. So we're going to see what that is, though. So it is bittersweet. You're walking towards things that may not seem better than where you've come from or what you're used to. But I think the beauty in that is that you get to learn a new version of yourself, or learn how you deal with certain things, or learn what you like and what you dislike. There's also this training course that I feel like you're going down to be more optimistic about your surroundings. So it may be even humbling for some of you, but it's worth it. Like, what you're going to get out of this is going to be great. We also have the Three of Wands. So you are doing this for a reason. You have a goal, Virgo, and I think that's something you're going to have to remind yourself throughout this process. There's a reason to why you're doing all of this. There is a purpose behind all of this. And if you can keep that in mind once you start having those feelings of, why am I doing this? Or am I doing the right thing? You have a goal. And I think that's half the battle. Having a mission and a plan and a goal, not just doing things just to do it. You have a reason. And yes, it's a new journey. Yes, it's something you have to get used to. Yes, you may get sad sometimes. Yes, you may feel like you're lacking things, but you have a goal and it's already confirmed. The Three of Wands is a confirmed goal coming towards you, or results coming towards you. And it's because you've been actively putting in the work. So what you have to do is to continue to nurture and feed that, but also remember that it's already set. So whenever you have those moments, reflect back on the work that you've done and keep going at it. We also have the Two of Swords. There's this energy of you having trouble sometimes pulling yourself together. You may feel pessimistic, like I said, but you also may feel very indecisive. So you have to learn to cut that out, Virgo. And this is just a part of, I think, the path that you're going through. This is just something you have to learn. This is just something that, for whatever reason, your soul has to learn to be 100% committed to believing in your choices that you make. And this may come by you having this feeling of wanting to make a decision that most people think is dumb or stupid. But it's to teach you that if you trust yourself and you trust your instincts and you trust what God is showing you, who knows what's around the corner? You know what I mean? Yes, it's dealing with the unknown, but it's also dealing with you being in alignment with your purpose. And that is so much better than following the status quo or following everyone else's path, because that's not your destiny. For whatever reason, you're meant to do something different. And I think a lot of you, Virgo, you're going to have to not worry about what other people think or even what you think. Like, you're going to have to look at it like, okay, this is not supposed to be super logical. This is more creative than anything. This is more about what you feel is the right thing to do. This is more about what you are passionate about, what your heart is pushing you towards. And I think if you allow yourself that freedom, you'll see just how deeply it supports you as you move forward. And I think a lot of you are going to need that during this time. So this is a really beautiful time. From Spirit's perspective, this is like amazing. But from a human perspective, it can feel kind of scary. So don't feel weird for feeling scary, but just remember that there is a goal and you are so primed and so like ready, you know what I'm saying, for this, and you can handle it so much so that you're on your way to it. And just remember that there's a bigger purpose behind all of this. Like, your soul and your purpose is aligned to this. And I think that's the beauty of all of this. This is your gift that you're using. This is your reward that's pushing you towards more rewards, more people, more life, you know. So just remember that this is bigger than you, Virgo. But this is about you. This is about you trusting yourself as well, Virgo. So that's your reading for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a very exciting time. You got this. Whenever you have those moments, come back to this video, or you can go back in your mind and tell yourself there's a reason why I'm doing this, okay? Love you all, Virgo, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.